Hello everyone! Welcome to my kitchen. Today there will be magic.
Today we're going to make delicious and healthy fitness pies that are low in calories and high in protein. The very first ingredient I need for this simple and tasty recipe is fresh cottage cheese. You can easily buy it at any Walmart store. For one serving, I need 200 grams of cottage cheese. Next, I take some flour. I recommend using regular flour, but I ran out, so I used rice flour instead. You only need a little bit of flour, about 50 grams. Then I add an egg. But that's not all. Take 2 eggs, put them in a pot, and boil them until they're fully cooked. So the eggs turn out hard-boiled. Once the eggs are boiled, you need to peel them and separate the whites from the yolks. If you like yolks, you can leave them in if you want. After you've peeled the eggs, chop them up finely. When I was losing 150 pounds, I ate these protein patties very often. But I took out the yolks because that was extra fat. When you're transforming your body, your food should be varied. It shouldn't just be some dry chicken breast or some kind of fish that's not tasty, like tilapia, for example. That's why I have a lot of recipes where the dishes are high in protein, low in calories, low in fat, and low in carbs. And that's why I'm gonna share my recipes with you, so your transformation can be delicious. After you've carefully chopped the eggs, you take a regular-sized onion. You also need to chop it very finely, and then put it into the pot. You can enjoy eating this dish at any time, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening, because it contains very few carbohydrates, almost none in fact, very little fat, and a lot of protein, specifically from cottage cheese, making it a healthy and beneficial choice. Cottage cheese is casein, so if you eat this before bed, you won't gain weight. Cottage cheese is casein. It's an excellent product to have before going to sleep. Next, I carefully take some low-fat mozzarella cheese, which is a healthier option, and then I put exactly 60 grams of this cheese into the pot. I also add baking powder, about 1 to 2 grams, just a little. And finally, a little salt to taste, but if you don't like salt, you can skip it altogether. And at the end, you need to mix it all together really well. The most important thing is to make sure there are no lumps, so it turns out like mashed potatoes. After you've carefully mixed everything together, put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes for best results. Before cooking, be sure to wet your hands thoroughly with water so that the patties don't stick to your hands while you are shaping them. Make your patties a nice medium-sized shape, not too small and not too big, so they cook through well and evenly. Set the heat to just below medium. Also, make sure to add just a bit more olive oil. If you use too little, they might burn more easily. Honestly, I poured in very little olive oil because I didn't want them to be too greasy or oily, and I kind of regretted it. My patties got a little burnt on the outside, but the taste didn't really change. They still turned out really delicious and flavorful. Try making these protein patties at home. You can even eat them before bed if you want a healthy snack.